Okay, let's see. Okay, I just got to reset the camera, guys. Just give me a second here. Okay, it's looking better. One more second. Okay. Okay, we can kill that elevator music. Just gonna focus it up. There we go. Hey guys, it's Mike, the CEO of the Useless Duck Company. I'm gonna open the chat so I can see you guys talking. I'm just gonna reset it. Okay, there we go. No, I left the camera on. Is there an audio delay or can you guys not hear me? Can you guys hear me in sync or is there a big audio delay? Yeah, I like this camera. I'm just waiting for the delay so you guys can tell me if the audio is working. Hopefully. There's a delay. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on, guys. Not in sync. Okay. I'll switch to the... I'm using the USB mic right now. I'm going to switch to the mic and the camera, and I'll see if that helps. But it's going to sound kind of crappy. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not sure then. Don't switch. Half a second. Yeah, I can't plug it into the camera. Hold on, guys. I'll try to fix that delay. So I thought I'd try something a little different and try to do this vlog live so I can answer your questions. But I got some technical problems, so I'm just going to pop my headphones in and check the delay. Pop my headphones in and check the delay. Set my mic on fire. I could try that. Okay, I could try that. Okay, I'm going to unplug the USB mic and see if it just comes through the camera. And check the delay. Set my mic on fire. I could try that. Okay, I could try that. Okay, I'm going to unplug the USB mic and see if it just comes through the camera. And check the delay. Set my mic on fire. I could try that. Okay, I could try that. Okay, I'm going to unplug the USB mic and see if it just comes through the camera. Set my mic on fire. I could try that. Okay, I could try that. Okay, I'm going to unplug the USB mic and see if it just comes through the camera. And check the delay. Set my mic on fire. I could try that. Okay, I could try that. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with the USB microphone and just fuck it. It's gonna be a delay. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with the USB microphone. Okay. Yeah. So the other vlogs I did. I don't need this anymore. The other vlogs I did pre-recorded. I just thought I'd try something different and do it live. That way I can answer your questions. The biggest thing so far since my last vlog is that I finished my move to Toronto. So now I have my own space. I'm in a condo downtown. This is like the den here. I built a little tool desk and I got a 3D printer now, which I'll get to in a second. The second thing is I wanted to thank my Patreons, and I think I can switch it here. So I'm at 6 Patreons now, so I just wanted to thank you guys for the money that you've been sending. I've had it for a few months now, and I've been saving up the money that I've been getting through there. And that's how I got the 3D printer. I went on Amazon. I found one for like 250 bucks. It was a kit that you put together yourself. I've been printing, what do I got? I got like this little boat. Let me see if I could do the focus on that. I'll try to do some manual focus here. This is like a benchmarking boat that you print to test the quality. It took me a long time to get to this. It was actually a real pain in the ass calibrating that thing. They call it Benchy. But then from there, I've been printing my own custom pieces. So this is for a robot that I'm working on right now. And this is the display piece and for the controllers in order to activate the robot. It's the first 3D printed robot I've ever made. Okay, I'm going to focus this back on my face here. Oh, a little more. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, and that's from the money from Patreon. Oh, I left it on monitor. I'm such a fucking idiot. Okay, hold on. I'll switch back to me. So that's from the money on Patreon. So just thanks again for that, guys. I'm going to be making some tutorials that go straight to Patreon. A lot of my robots, I use things like pneumatic pistons, like the toilet paper machine, because it moves really quick, and I just think pistons are funny. Or like the baby crib, when it shakes it to death and knocks it out of the crib, but it doesn't make any more noise, so that's good. All those things work kind of the same way, so I'm going to throw a tutorial for my Patreons that shows them how to wire it up so they could do pistons themselves. Even if you don't want to make shitty robots, it's good for Halloween, because you can make stuff like hidden in a bush that like jumps out and scares kids, which is great, because scaring children is one of my favorite things. I'm going to look at some questions now. I have one from Paul the 51 saying, what else are you planning to do with the 3D printer on YouTube? Really just shitty robots are my plans right now. I've also made some things just to help around the house. Like things to hold up the vacuum cleaner and stuff like that, make little hooks. I'm trying to come up with some kind of an automaton design so I can have one motor that turns something but has many parts moving at the same time. I've been doing it all in this program. I'll switch it over here. I've been doing it all in this program called Fusion 360. Oh, I left Overwatch open. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I've been doing it all in this program called Fusion 360. I actually didn't even know how to use it. Then I found a maker group. Toronto has a lot of these maker meetups that you can go to. I found a maker group where they were having a class. It was a beer and pizza class, and they teach you how to use it. And just from that one class, I was able to figure out most of what I needed. And then from there, I can send parts out to a 3D slicer. And then from the slicer, I drop it on a SD card, and I can drop that in the printer, and it prints what I'd like. Let's switch the camera back. So really just shitty robots right now. That's my plan with the 3D printer. Mr. Tech asked, do you plan on selling your creations? So I did plan on selling the Milady hat, because there was a lot of interest in that. Out of all my robots, that's the one that people said the most, I would buy that. I wanted to make it like an electronics kit. So you could have the hat that says Milady with a button on the brim and with a remote in your pocket if you want to be like your hands in your jacket and you like Milady people down the street. So I actually went and got a patent. It's the only one of my inventions I've actually gotten a patent on. And I emailed a bunch of companies like ThinkGeek and stuff like that to see if somebody can help me with putting it together, but I didn't get any response from them. Some people told me to make a Kickstarter for this Milady hat, and I was thinking about it, but when you make a Kickstarter, you have to tell people the price. But I don't even know the price until I start making them, so I don't even know where to start there. But if I could figure it out, I'd love to sell the Milady hat. And I do have a patent on it, so if someone tries to sell a hat that says, like, tips and makes a sound, they'd have to pay me a royalty on that. Mr. Tech also asked, can you print me a life with friends? No, they sell a printer now that does metal, and I have wood filament, but they haven't released friends yet. Will you make a robot whose sole purpose is to serve butter? So some other guy did that. Let me see if I might be able to find it for you guys. Hold on. So he did it with his 3D printer before I got my 3D printer. Look at that.
That's the butter.
And I don't know if he released the plans. I think he did. He said he'll post the SolidWorks and STL files. Oh, and he signed up with Jukin Media. That's a fuck up. That's a whole other thing. I got in trouble with Reddit because of Jukin Media. That was a pain in the ass. But yeah, that's pretty cool. He did a good job on that. I think it's remote controlled though. You could actually, if you put something like a QR code or some symbols on the butter, you could make it like a Roomba. You can make it detect the butter and actually draw a path and go to the butter no matter where you put it. So you could probably make a smarter one. But that one's probably good enough. Okay, I'll switch it back. YouTube lifestyle. Are you currently working on anything now? And if so, what? I am, but I want it to be a surprise. It's going to be done probably about 2 weeks. It's my first 3D printed thing, and it's been really complicated because I had to learn how to design parts. I had to learn how to use the 3D printer. I had to assemble the 3D printer, buy the filament, and now I'm putting everything together, just like the part I showed earlier to hold the monitor. So this is all custom designed by me. That's the next thing to come out. How much math did you take in order to learn how to do all this stuff? I'm in trigonometry and I want to kill myself. I took no math. I was in the math class in high school for dumb kids. In Canada, there's applied and academic courses. They say one is for community college and one is for university. I took the one for like the dumb kids because I like math, but I hate school and I hate learning it in school. But I like things like Khan's Academy where you just watch video. If I need to learn something, like learning how to do stuff in Fusion, I can learn through tutorials and then I get focused, but classroom stuff is not for me. I hate that. Coke or Pepsi? I'll drink either if there's rum in it. I like dark rum. Can you make a... Okay, Willem G says, can you make a robot that sucks my dick? I think maybe. And I was thinking about doing something kind of like that, but it puts a condom on your dick using model rocket engines. And there's like a parachute charge that blows out the other side of the engine, and that would remove the engine. So you can just walk away from the machine with the condom on your dick. So I haven't drawn up the designs for that, but that's something that I'm thinking about. If I make it reciprocate, it probably would suck your dick, but it could break your dick off. So you want to be careful. Yes, it was applied. Ali709 Ali asking if I use FreeCAD. I haven't tried FreeCAD. I just tried Fusion. And Fusion's pretty easy. I like it so far. It's a little buggy. It crashes on me a few times a day, but overall it's really easy to use. Will you ever do builds that have to do with ducks? Well, the first thing I ever made, my duck squeaker, the first thing, that did have to do with ducks. I haven't really thought about that. What else could I make that has ducks? I did design some parts that are in the next robot that have pictures of ducks, but I should do something that like fires a duck through the air or something. That's a good idea. I'm going to think about that. The mic went out? What? No, it looks like the mic's still working. No, I never took calculus. Never took calculus. A duck gun. Yes, I could make a duck gun. Annette is asking, so you've never taken calculus, linear algebra, basic physics? I've been lied to by my counselor. What I took in high school, I took 2 years of electronics. We had electronics class. I didn't learn that much in it, but I learned not to be afraid of electronics. And that was before the Arduino was out. Now that the Arduino is available, anybody can do electronics. What I took mostly is programming. And then after school, I went to college to become a systems analyst, which is like half programming and half business analyst and project manager. And that's what I was doing up until recently, being a project manager for a software company. So I've created a lot of software on the side, and then I just work for software companies as a manager for now. A duck catapult. That's a good idea. Who's that from? Cheeseburger43. A duck catapult. But why would it fire? Why do I need a duck catapult? I gotta think about that. Do you like my cat? Says Jens. I haven't seen your cat, Jens. If you send me like a imager link of your cat, I'll look at it. What inspired you to start making things? I've always kind of, says Ryder Harris. I've always been kind of tinkering with stuff, trying to understand how things work. And I really started with necessity out of building my own gaming machines, because I've been doing PC gaming forever. Ever since Counter-Strike first came out. I think that was the first games I really played a lot of. When Counter-Strike first came out as a mod to Half-Life, and Team Fortress 1 when that came out, and Natural Selection 1. And to drive this, I needed to learn how to put PCs together. And this is before everything was really easy and snaps into place. My graphics card was like a Voodoo 5 by 3DFX. They don't even exist anymore. Nothing color-coded, so I had to kind of learn technically how to put stuff together. And then once I actually got an Arduino, that opened up anything to me. Anything's plug and play in the Arduino. You could put anything together. Awesome King 54 says, can you make a kill yourself booth? Like in Futurama, I guess you mean. I guess you could, but how would it kill you? You could do like it shoots an arrow into you. It could cut you in half. I have a lot of air pistons, so I could do something that just stabs you to death. Like this one's a pretty good throw. Oh, it's covered. You know what? This one never worked the same since I made that robot that takes my socks off, because it's still covered in the fake blood, which was mostly sugar and fruit punch. But yeah, if you can have this drive through someone's skull, you could make a booth. But you'd have to make sure they pay first. You'd have to have like Apple Pay or something that confirms really quick, so you get paid before they die. Aiko says, Nerf gun that fires eggs. I do have an idea that involves eggs, and I don't know if I have it around here, but I have the thing that cracks an egg open when you pull on a trigger, and I'm attaching a servo into it. That's a big robot, though. That robot is going to take me a couple months to make, and it's going to be about the size of a garage. That one's going to be huge, but I am doing something with eggs. Joey says, why do you use fake blood and not real blood? So it turns out real blood's pretty expensive. You can go to the morgue where they like drain it out of people. You could go to a hospital where they're giving donations. The easiest way is to set up like a fake donation blood drive thing. So all you need is a tent, and you give people cookies, and they'll give you blood. But the whole operation's complicated. It's easier just to use corn syrup and red dye and stuff like that. Can you make a scaled down bender that smokes a cigar? Yes, I could do that. I have some good silver filament for the 3D printer. And I have a display that you could use for the mouth so it could move. And I have a suction pump where you can attach the cigar. So that's a pretty good idea. You could do that, actually. You'd have to have it swear and stuff. Logan says, modify a Nerf gun to fire real bullets. So there are people that actually design and will sell you the plans to 3D print a working gun. So is the sound actually off for everybody? I keep hearing sound off from Monkey Man, but other people are responding to me, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna check with headphones. Hold on. Print a working gun.
Yeah, I hear it.
So is the sound actually off?
You're full of shit,
everybody?
Monkey. It's
Keep hearing
fine.
Sound off from. Okay. Hold on. Let me scroll up here. Nerf gun to shoot real bullets. You guys have sounds. I don't know what that monkey's talking about. How much longer do you plan for this to be? The vlog? Until you guys stop asking questions. So I could go on for 20 minutes or an hour. Once you guys run out of questions, I'm going to stop it. Emily says no sound as well. I don't know what you guys are on about. What's my favorite game? So my favorite board game is Dominion. Dominion's my favorite board game. My favorite PC game has got to be Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. That's probably my favorite PC game. Mitchell Galino says, know your life. How much longer for my life? Probably a little while longer. At least until I got to get to at least 70,000 subs. And then that's the height. So I'm going to go till at least 70,000. That's fine. What's your favorite .exe? So I'm not sure if I know what you mean by .exe, but there's memes around .exe stuff. And my favorite is this game that was made based on the Montage Parodies subreddit. And in the game, you have to shoot enemies while you collect Doritos and Mountain Dew. And at the end, you have to fight Shrek. And that was a really great game. Zinshin says, how do you like living in Toronto? Do you recommend moving to Canada? Well, I've lived in Canada all my life, so I can't really compare. The free healthcare is nice. I never have to worry about getting hurt or anything like that. So I could make that machine that uses the rockets to put a condom on because I have healthcare. It doesn't matter. Toronto's nice. The transit's kind of shitty, but the city's nice, and there's always stuff going on. Cassandra Barker says, how to do a fuck. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. That's why I do robots, because I don't know. Is Shrek love? Says Mr. Tech. Shrek is actually life. Does not Care Bear. What, in your opinion, is the best way to get into electronics? So the best way to get into electronics... Oh, my dog's coming. Chewie, come here. Get over here. The best way to get into electronics is to buy the Arduino starter kit. I got started in electronics in high school before that was out, but if you just know nothing today, you want to buy the Arduino starter kit, and it comes with a little book of projects to do. Do the projects, or as much as you need to do them. Like when I made the One Punch Man glove, it uses the bend sensor and a pressure sensor. That came in the kit. And if you flip through the book that comes with it, it'll tell you how to use the button and how to use the bend sensor. So you just put those two things together, you have an invention. The same thing with the Milady hat. The Milady hat is just a servo that goes up and down. So if you buy the Arduino kit, it comes with a servo and it comes with the code to move it around. It's just plug and play. So all you really need to do is be stupid and have stupid ideas and an Arduino, and you could just do anything that you want. Tigra says Chewy. Yeah, Chewy's my dog. And he went away. Cheeseburger 43 says, I am drinking Dr. Pepper. That's pretty nice. That's nice. Build real life ad block says 15 fake account. So if you got the Microsoft HoloLens, you might be able to do that. Because you can just blur it, or you can kind of just box them and block them out. But how would it know something is an ad without you just like walking into shit? Like that'd be complicated, but I think it's doable. Roll9898 says, make a machine to wipe my butt. So Simone did that already. She did it like a week and a half ago. She made a toilet paper machine, which I thought was interesting. So Go look at Simone's robot for that. Jonathan Shortney says, what is your actual job? I'm a project manager at a small software company, like one of those startups where people like play ping pong in the office and stuff like that. Annette says, have you ever visited the U.S.? Yes. I've been to Vegas 3 times for a thing. And I've been to Florida, Atlantic City, and that's about it. That's about everywhere that I've been. Why are you even looking at my name? Says, what languages do you code in? So it's a Microsoft house that I work at, so I program in C# mostly. If it's the back end, it's C#. If it's the front end, it's JavaScript and CSS and HTML. HTML is not a programming language, but that type of stuff. I really want to break out of that though, because not many shops are C# shops. Most places are doing other things. Oh, did my camera just do something? Hold on. Oh, looks like it's okay. 1 second, guys. I'm going to check on my camera. Okay, it's good. Yeah, I'm going to break into some other stuff other than C#. Cassandra Barker says, why do you say Vegas as Vegas? Is it it's Vegas, right? Vegas? Vegas, baby? Vegas? Am I saying it wrong? Vegas? It's Vegas. Gluon says, what are your thoughts on postnatal abortion? So I have a video about a baby crib. You just go watch that and you'll see. Ninslash says, do you like Call of Duty Infinite Warfare? I haven't played it. I stopped playing Call of Duty games probably about 3 games ago. I used to really like them. And then I started playing a lot of Battlefield. But the last Battlefield I really liked was Bad Company 2. I haven't even played Battlefield 1 yet. I know, I can't sync my voice, guys. My voice is fucked on the mic. It's because I'm using a USB microphone here. This one. And there's a microphone in the camera. And I set up OBS to just stream off the USB mic, and it's shit. So I'll fix it for next time. Trishan says, knock knock. Trishan, fuck you, Trishan. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing here? Trishan. Okay, Zinshin says it's Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Okay, fine. What is your favorite film ever? And also, what is your favorite horror film? So my favorite film ever, my favorite movie, to be honest, is Team America: World Police, which is not that deep of a movie, but just seeing those puppets fight, I just fucking love it. I love watching the puppets do karate and stuff. And I really liked The Matrix when it came out. I think about that sometimes when I write software, or if I make a robot. There's that scene in the second Matrix where the guy makes a cake and he serves it to the woman and he says, I wrote it myself. Like, he wrote something and now it's a cake. And it's kind of like that when you do computer programming. You write something and now it's a thing. Especially object-oriented programming. You just write something, you have an object now. It doesn't make women have an orgasm in their pants like it did in the movie, but basically the same. Why are you even looking at me? What do you think of Tech Racks? I haven't seen Tech... I don't know Tech Racks. Awesome King 54 says, can you make a dildo cannon that shoots them up your butt? It would basically be a potato gun. You can make a potato gun, and if you put 2 servos on it and a Raspberry Pi with a webcam, because you can just plug it into the Raspberry Pi, you could probably, because your asshole would be like the darkest spot, right? So you can use the Raspberry Pi to automatically target it with like a laser pointer at your asshole and then fire it up your ass. So I think that's actually doable if you were close. If you were further away, you'd have to use something like a Microsoft Kinect because it could range the distance and you have to get the trajectory. But then your asshole has, I don't know, it's probably possible, but you gotta do the math. Logan, I'm going to fuck your name up. Moronsky says, can you make an invention that heats knives to 1,000 degrees? I probably could, but it wouldn't have those photoshopped thumbnails that all the knife videos have that make it look hotter than it actually is. But you could, it's actually really easy. Because you could take a propane solenoid on a propane torch, and then whenever you place an object in front of it, you can have it turn the torch on, heat the knife, and then just chop. That's a fucking idea. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, I could do that. I might make that. That's a really good idea. Because that's really hot right now. Everyone's into these fucking knives. You can make that. So torch automatic, and when it's hot enough, it just moves forward and cuts something. And I can just set up like a 24/7 live stream of me placing things and just then getting cut. So that's really good. Ben Tech 2 says, can you make a tutorial on the Meeseeks box? So the Meeseeks box exploded, but I guess I could make a new one. I had some parts the other day. I still have them around. I was cleaning the storage locker, and I found some parts from it. I don't know where they fucking are, but I could. So that was, if you go to a supply store like Michael's that does crafts, you can just buy a cardboard box that's in a cube made for you. That's what I did. And then I just printed the sides, and you just attach the sides. Pardon me. You attach the sides. I cut a slit in the top, and inside is just an Arduino with a servo. So it's like I said before, if you get the Arduino starter kit, it'll come with all the parts you need, except for a speaker, but it'll come with all the parts, and where you can press a button, just follow the button tutorial that comes in the book, and then it moves a servo, just follow the servo tutorial that comes in the book, put it in a box that you just put stickers on, and now you have a Meeseeks box. That's it. And if you want to do the sound, there's a few different ways to do it, but Arduino comes with these modular parts called shields. So you have your Arduino, and you can just place a unit on top that's plug and play. You can get an MP3 shield that will play sounds off of an SD card. It comes with a tutorial as well, so again, you just follow the tutorial, and now when you press a button, you get a Meeseeks sound, it moves the servo, you're done. Awesome King 54 says, for my dildo cannon. You're still on the dildo cannon. Otavio says, what do you think about a jet ass cleaner? They already have those in Japan, so I can't really create that. Admore, you missed my earlier request, but you still said Arduino, so thanks. Okay. What was it, Mort? I'll have to scroll up, Mort. I don't know what you asked for. Hype says just take a dump in Japan. So that's, yeah, so he's replying back to you as well. They have those in Japan. It sprays right up your ass. It's great. Wolfpack says, brush my teeth with machine. So Simone, this is like Simpsons did it on South Park. Simone has that already. So go look up Simone. She has a toothbrush one. Watching from the UK. Okay, Admort says, watching from the UK, by the way, 4:30 a.m. Fuck, yeah. So I just did this really late. My wife's out of here. It's quiet. I know it's kind of late, but like 11:30 p.m. on a Saturday, this is what everybody wants to do, right? Let's see. See if there's any more questions that aren't about dildos or things going in the ass. The audio's half a second off. I know it's fucked. It's my USB mic. I'll fix it. I'll fix it for next time, guys. It's fucked. Can you make a machine that makes other machines, says Gluon. So let me show you the 3D printer that I got. So again, like I was saying earlier, hold on guys. I'll show you something because it's related to that. Let me just open this up so I could see what the camera sees. So there's the 3D printer. This is a Hicktop. It's a Prusa i3 clone. And I mention it now because you asked if I can make a machine that makes machines. But this is a RepRap type printer, which means I can actually print 3D printers with this. So technically I could. I could make something like this. There was another video that a guy did online where he used Lego Mindstorms to make a Lego contraption that builds Lego cars. So you could do something like that. Or again, you can just create something like a 3D printer that pumps those out. And again, for the people that joined, the 3D printer I got, well, I'm going to hook this up again. The 3D printer I got because of my Patreons. So I'm up to about $26 a month right now. And I just save it up and I buy parts. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, fuck. Focus. Just gotta see my eyes to focus. There we go. Okay, questions. Let's see. Jack Murray says, can you make a robot that masturbates for you? So look at my video about a cocktail shaker. I already made a machine that shakes cocktails. So look at that. Could you make a machine that flips a bottle on its cap perfectly every time? Yeah, I think I could do that. Hold on, my camera just died, guys. Hold on. I'm going to change the battery of my camera. 1 second. This whole stream's like a technical fuck up. So hold on a second. Okay, that should be okay. There we go. Emily Banks said, "Can you do a Simone collab?" I would, if she was interested. I don't know if she'd be into that or not, but if that opportunity came up, I actually have an idea that would be really good for that because it's really large scale, and but it would destroy a car. Like a car would be destroyed from the robot, but it would do something kind of useful. So if that opportunity came up, that's probably what I would do. Let's see. Love Sicken says, hello from Brazil. Hello. Hello, Brazil. Max Sorbta says, can you make a skeletal duck? Yeah, I could do that. I could 3D print a duck that's like a skeleton. That'd be pretty simple, actually. It's just the design that would be kind of complicated. But in that program I'm using, Fusion, there's a sculpting mode, so I can kind of sculpt it and get a duck out of it. Hype Train says, can you make a drone that has a built-in resident Mr. Poopy Pants? A built-in resident Mr. Poopy Pants. But how would you know the Poopy Pants is in it? You mean like a quadcopter that has a pilot that's a Mr. Poopy Pants? But isn't he like hurt? He's like injured right now. Could he do that? I guess, yeah, you could do that. Cheeseburger 43 says you should make different ducks and sell them online. But who would buy a duck from me? I could do that, I guess. Or I could do it like a Patreon giveaway. Ducks? I don't know who would buy a duck, but I could do that. Jake M says, are there any of your inventions that you actually use? Oh, I use that cocktail shaker like every day. That thing's great. Wolfpack 161, make a machine that feeds you popcorn. You guys know Simone did all these. You know she did that. So give me a fucking break. Feed with machine, yes. Why ducks is your character? My first popular video was a video where I squeak a duck. Brad Zor says, notice me. Hello, Brad Zor. 3D print money. Fuck Mr. Tech. That's a good idea. I could 3D print money. Because money is 3D. I could just print like... Well, in Canada, we don't have coin. Well, we have coins for $1, but we don't have $2 bills anymore. We have toonies. So I could print a bunch of toonies, and that would probably work. Psych1321 says, make me a girlfriend. Again, look at the cocktail shaker video. That should work. Oh, sorry. Jono explains things. I swear you skip over me. Jono explains things. Type something again. I'm going to read it. I'm staring at it. Wolfpack. God damn it. Okay, I'm going to check something here. Did I miss him again? Where the fuck is he? Shit. Okay, Jono explains things. Could you make a machine that breaks the ice for you? That's a good idea. You could make a helmet where whenever you meet someone new, like at a party or something, it brings out a piece of ice and then just breaks it. And then, I mean, that's a conversation starter, I guess. Yeah, that's a good idea. Break the ice. Cheeseburger 43, make a duck that makes different sounds and stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. Or you can program it to make different sounds. You could put like a microphone so people could record their own sounds into it. William G, can you make a machine that shows the next season of Rick and Morty? Oh, I fucking wish. I thought it was supposed to be out. I thought Rick and Morty was supposed to be out December because I have the I have it as like a news pop-up on Google News if something comes up about that, and it was supposed to be out December, and now I think it's pushed till summer or something like that. That better come out already. Asher Scarlett says, make a machine that dresses you. That's a pretty good idea. There's a lot of good ideas. I don't know if it... Oh, actually, it saves the feed, I guess. No, does it save the comments? Because I got to go through these comments later. This is some pretty good stuff. If you guys want to get through to me, if you have ideas, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter and Instagram. Here, I'll flip it over here. So you can always send me a tweet. So you can follow me on Twitter and send me a message if you have some kind of robot idea. Or if you're more of a visual kind of person, you can go on Instagram, which is Useless Duck. It's Useless Duck for both of them if you wanted to follow me there. And just send me robot ideas whenever you want. That's pretty good. Okay, let's switch it back. Max Sabota says, can you make a machine where you say, can I take your order, please? And it'll respond with a big smokes order. Yeah. I mean, I'd have to get their ingredients. But you could make something that makes a hamburger. With all the grease, though, it'll probably catch on fire. But you could do it. And with the Raspberry Pi, you can have it do recognition. So it knows exactly what you're saying. So if you say that phrase, you can have it make a hamburger. So you could do that. Does not save comments. Okay. Pablo Garcia says, how much milk did the milkman drink if the milkman could drink his milk? Do milkmen produce milk? Like, how would that... I don't know how that would work. You'd have to get some kind of breast pump or like a long tube that kind of gets the milk. And then you can put some kind of measuring device. You'll see how much of his own milk he can suck down. I don't know. I'm going to fuck your name up. But Otavio says, improve the cocktail shaker with a fleshlight. You get a nice hand job and a cocktail. Perfect. That thing's for drinks only. You guys, your mind is in the gutter. I think we're running out of ideas and we're running into stuff about dicks. Okay, put lotion on your cocktail shaker. Make a machine that goes boom. I could make a machine that just says boom. Who's your favorite YouTuber? You know, for a while it was Ethan at H3H3, but he stopped doing. He's into other stuff. I still like him, but I like his old reaction videos, like with the steak in the boot, or like he did one about a training video for a video game store. But now he's onto his podcast and he's doing kind of almost more political YouTube drama stuff. So I need to find a new favorite. How do you say that? Knowledgeo Brick Films says, make a screaming sun. I guess I could make a screaming sun. It would be like a sun on a popsicle stick that rises into the air and just screams. Yeah, old H3H3. He's still good. Admort says, would you ever collab with Electro Boom? I feel the results would be dangerous. I have an idea about 2 inventions from now that's in a very Electro Boom type of invention. But if he wanted to, I would do something for sure. I don't think he even knows who I am. He's gotten pretty big, actually. He's pretty big now. Tigra says, what can you do from an old black and white screen from a PowerBook Duo 230 from 1992? You could throw it in the trash. That's what you could do with that. Or you can make a robot, but I can't think of anything for that. I don't know. Wolfpack, make a mic that translates to Spanish. I saw a few people ask that. You could do that right now. There's apps that do that. You could just download an app that will take your voice, put it to text, and read it back out of Spanish. I think I had that when I went to Italy. It was really shitty because it was like 6 years ago. But those exist. You can get that. Wilson Feng says, make a mini planet that everything is on the cob. You could do that, but why would you want to live on a planet where everything's on the cob? That's horrifying. Capitan Kitty Band says, do you watch series like Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead? I don't watch The Walking Dead. Not that it's bad, but I just never got into it. But Game of Thrones, yes. And I love Westworld. But Westworld's like robots, so of course I'm watching fucking Westworld. Awesome King 54. Can you make a hammock that swings itself? That has to exist. But yeah, and I could 3D print the mount to do it. Because you can use a stronger plastic, like ABS plastic. And you can just put a strong high torque motor on it. And you can have it swing here. So yes, I could do that. Darian Wilkinson, can you make an Amazon drone? I don't want to. I don't think those things... That's like a marketing thing. I don't think they're going to work out. Branzor, what are you going to do for your 100,000 subscriber special? Well, that's got to be like At my current pace, that's like 3 years in the future, 100,000 subscribers. I don't know what I would do. I should blow something up. What should I do? You guys know what I should do for that? I could blow something up. I know how to make like cherry bombs and stuff like that. I could blow up a duck. I could make a machine that's like a Rube Goldberg machine, but at the end of it, it blows up a duck that destroys the machine and sets it on fire somehow. That might be a good idea. I could do something like that. Gluon says, can you 3D print a 4D printer? No, mine's too cheap for that. I have like a Chinese knockoff printer. It'll barely do 3D. It's mostly like, it's almost just 2. Juan Delgado says, do you sell those jackets? My wife made this for me for Christmas. She went to some like t-shirt shop where they sell hoodies and stuff like that. And I don't know, she made it for me. It's awesome. I love it. I had one before this actually, but the background was kind of silver. On the video, my TV video, where I went on Discovery Channel, not the first part of it, but the second part where I go into their studio, I'm actually wearing a sweater that says Useless Duck Company, but it's so reflective that it just looks like a white pill or something like that, which was too bad. But I could sign up for one of those t-shirt websites where you just upload pictures and then people can buy the shirt from you. That might be a good idea. I don't know how well that would take off though, because I've got like 6 Patreons, and out of 6 Patreons, maybe one of them would buy a sweater. But I might as well. I think it's free to make one of those sites. Logan, when are you going to do a face reveal? Never. My privacy is it's everything that I have. Okay, see ya, hype trains. Have a good night. Branzor, how often should I use the cocktail shaker? You use it 5 times a day. 5 times a day is fine. You can go up to 20, but then you need to take 2 days recovery. Don't go more than that. Jono explains things. Would you appear on a talk show? I explain things and make visual representations live on MS Paint. On your talk show. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to have me on your talk show, that's fine. Just send me a message through Twitter, and as long as I'm available, we'll hook that up. Captain again, a firework stand that spins for surprises as 100K special. Yeah, I could make some kind of firework stand. I can design some kind of indoor fireworks that uses like a fire extinguisher to put your house out. Red Epi, do you have a degree? I have a diploma from a college for being a systems analyst. That's what I have. Are you going to watch Logan this year? I don't know. I never got into any Logan stuff, but I'll check it out. I got a Kodi box now. So I got one of those Android TV boxes. And now with Kodi on it, I have access to everything. So anything that comes out, I could just check out. Apple or Windows? I use Windows. Also, most of the places where I work, they're all using Windows as well. Because I work for software companies that make software for like pharmaceutical companies and big marketing companies and stuff like that. And they're all on Windows. Some of the smaller marketing companies, it's all Mac though. Logan, what's your favorite furry porn website? Oh, they took it down, man. Oh man, I cried, I yiffed. It was rough. Ismail, would you rather have the ability to turn invisible or be able to fly? I think probably fly, because there's traffic problems in Toronto. And sometimes you got to commute on the transit here. And I would much rather just fly. Why didn't... Okay, hold on. Annette, why didn't you just go to university and become a mechanical engineer? Well, I couldn't afford it. I paid my own way through college, so I did a program that was a co-op. And on these work placements, I made money that paid my school. But I'm not that old. I could still go do it, I guess, if I wanted to. But right now, engineering is more of a hobby. Colin, can you die a giveaway? Well, what do you want, Colin? Like a duck? I could make a duck that says Colin. Red Epi, when did you think of the Useless Duck Company name? Well, after the first video with my useless squeaker became really popular, the main character of that was the rubber duck, so I just decided to run with the duck. Cheeseburger 43, make an auto flashing coat. I could make that, but what would the video be? I don't know how I would film that. Nmotch. I don't want to give my real name. Are you hyped for the Nintendo Switch? I'll check it out, but I feel like with the Wii and the Wii U, I get all excited for it, and I get it, and then a few weeks into it, I kind of lose interest, and I'm worried that the same thing would happen. Jono explains things. What's your favorite Rick and Morty episode? Probably the one from season 1 with the interdimensional TV. Just because the different commercials in that episode, they did improv and then they animated them after, and that's why they're laughing during it. I think that's the best one. I like that one, and I like the one with Mr. Poopy Butthole, especially because of the ending after the credits. I thought that was pretty harsh. Mitchell says, rub the duck. Okay, there's the duck. And I got one here. There's the duck. Is that good? I'll do it. This is like an ASMR video. There you go. You guys hear that duck? Oh, the squeaker's gone. There you go. I rubbed the duck. Wolfpack161, auto shave. I'll probably cut my face off. Annette, how come I'm the only girl here? Ha! I don't know. I don't know, Annette. Jono, Justin Roiland is a god. Yes, he's very good. Max Sabota says, make a magical spray that you put on the duck and it grows facial hair. So that's like a chia pet. I don't know if you guys are too young to... Do they still make chia pets? I don't know. Or they used to sell a long time ago like hair in a can for bald guys. Let me check something. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm charging my other battery. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. Yeah, you could take one of those hair in a can things and then spray it on a duck and you'd have hair. So that'd be fine. Yeah, they probably still make the chia pets. I don't know. Why are you even looking at my name? Would you do a collaboration? Yes. I just have to find somebody who wants to do that. Mr. Tech, rub the duck softer, Daddy. That's my other YouTube channel. It's whole different things, but don't worry about it. Make your entire lawn a chia pet. If they still make Furbies, they still make chia pets. Okay, well, I think we're starting to run out of questions, and it's been an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, there's one here. Darian Wilkinson. Can you make a door lock that unlocks when you knock a certain pattern? Somebody made that already. And I think they released the code, too. So that's another thing where if you got an Arduino, even just the starter kit, because it comes with a little microphone, I believe, and you could detect vibrations. That would be pretty simple. You could do that. But just Google it. Somebody's made that already. Okay, Jack Murray says, make a machine that... Oh, no, I can't read that. Oh, no. Whoa, what have you done? Gluon, have you considered going into porn? Isn't that what I'm doing right now? I mean, look at me, guys. 15 fake account. Collaboration with Big Clive, if he was into it. Will Major, what is the most complicated thing you've ever 3D printed? So I haven't 3D printed that much stuff yet. The hardest stuff has been for the robot that I'm working on. I don't know where I put it. Oh yeah, I don't know if I want to reveal it though. Because I want that one to be kind of a surprise. But even just like little parts like that, I find with the 3D printer, it's anything that's too high can kind of fall over too. It's very finicky. You have to get it to stick to that build plate. I want to come up with something that's like a one-piece machine. Like I come up with a shitty robot idea, and I could print it in one working piece, and it's just done. I think that would be pretty complicated, but it'd be pretty cool to do that. Brandzor, you should put some of your products on Kickstart. So I'm thinking about doing that with the Milady hat that tips and says Milady, but I'm not sure how to price it. Can you make the Fourth Reich? 9. Can't do that. William G, make a machine that boosts graphics on your PC. Well, that's like a 3D, that's like a video card. Just get a goddamn video card. Jack M, how difficult was it to assemble the 3D printer? Would the average person be able to do it? So I'll show you the one that I got, and I'm not going to lie, it was a pain in the ass. It was not easy. Let me make sure I'm showing my screen here. So this is the one that I picked up for 390 Canadian. I don't know how much that is American. It's probably like $5 or something. And it was not easy. One of the hard parts is everything comes with these. It's plastic printed out here, and everything comes with these stickers on it, and it just sucked trying to remove those. I can even see in the picture here they didn't do it right because they didn't take the letters out correctly here. And this is all some kind of plastic that they like laser cut or something. And if you over tighten any of these screws, the plastic cracks. But it is doable. You just have to be patient. But man, it was fucking hard. But in the end, it's worth it because I can print anything I want now. There's cool stuff. There's if you go on Thingiverse, there's some cool like low poly Pokemon and stuff like that. So. And you can change the colors. There's customizable stuff if you want to like put your name on it or do something like that. This guy made a mask. What the fuck? That's fucking horrifying. What the hell? Anyway, yeah. Now this one only does one color as well. But I can only do one at a time. But you can upgrade it because it's a kit printer. Or you could buy one that has 2 extrusion heads. My biggest tips if you're going to buy this, it's kind of like with any electronics. The saying is buy big and cry once. Like you don't want to go all the way cheap. You want to spend some money so you don't give yourself pain. This one has a heated bed, which is super important. The bottom, I can't move my mouse around this picture, I guess. The bottom here gets hot, and that makes it so the plastic doesn't warp or lift up off the plate while it's printing, which is important. One thing I didn't get, which I wish I did because it sucks, is an auto leveling bed. So when you start the printer, this bed part has to be perfectly level, and that's what these little screws are for. And if it's not perfect, your print completely fucks up. So if I had spent $50 more, I could have got one that levels itself automatically, but I have to do it manually. You have to take a piece of paper and like rub it on the bed and play with the screws. It sucks. But it is doable. Just be patient. Okay, I'm just gonna check. Oh, it looks like I lost my camera again. 1 second, guys. I think I'm going to close it down soon anyway, but I'll grab another battery. Just give me a second. I'll just zoom in on the chat for now so you guys can be YouTube famous. Okay. So my camera's starting to mess up. So I'm going to shut this down because it's been over an hour. But do you guys have any last second questions? I'll take a look here. No, there's people making jokes about the Holocaust, so I think that's about it. Cheeseburger 43, can you make a sneak peek of the robot since there's a bunch of us watching? So it's my first 3D printed robot. And here's one of the components here. So all this stuff here is 3D printed. This middle piece kind of fucked up a little bit, but it worked for the most part. Did I switch? Yeah, there we go. Worked for the most part. That's what you could see for now. It's taken a long time because even this middle piece right here to print, that was 4 hours just to print this piece. Like 4 hours, 2 hours. These are about an hour and 30 each. The thing's slow because it's basically like a glue gun, and it's got to do layer by layer really slowly. I even got like little ducks in there and stuff like that. And I had to learn how to design parts I didn't know before. So I went to that maker meetup to learn how to do it. And I had to learn how to use a 3D printer. I didn't know that before. So it's taking a while, but I think it's going to be good. Well, it's not rest in peace audio. It's fine. Anyway, so to close it off, because this chat's falling apart, guys. Jesus. To close it off, I just wanted to say again, thanks to my Patreons. So I got 6 patrons now, and that's how I got the 3D printer. I just saved up for a few months and I got it, so I appreciate that, guys. Anything I get through here, I roll into parts for the robots. And I'll switch this back here. And that's it. So thank you very much. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like the next video. And until the next vlog, guys. Thank you.